Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful time. It's now time to do a pick-a-pile. This pick-a-pile is going to be timeless. When it makes your awareness is when it's right for you. What I want you to do is to lean into your intuition and choose a pile. Just a little bit about this channel. I do twin flame reads, and I also do pick-a-piles, so you can use your own intuition. If you do make it to one of these live, I do all my pick-a-piles and my reads live. So if you make it to a live and you would like a card, you would like some clarity on any situation that regarding love, just put your name into the comment window, and when I'm done with the read, I'll actually pull some cards for you. There's no charge for that. Donations are accepted but not required. All I ask is that you follow and like the channel. So let's go ahead and start with our pick-a-pile. And like I said, if you would like a card, please request it in the comments. So we have two piles here. We have the Merkaba, pile number 1, which is black onyx. And we have over here the crystal ball. It's a quartz crystal, for those who want to know what kind of crystal it is. And this is pile number 2. So what I want you to do is lean into your intuition and decide which pile is it that is meant for you. Is it pile 1 or is it pile number 2? And as you lean into your intuition, trust that it's meant for you. This is Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine read of energy. And so as you tune into your intuition, let's go ahead and start picking the piles. All right, so if you've chosen pile number 1, this is the Black Onyx Merkaba. Let's get to your read. Your read is as follow, right? This romance that you're worried about here is a past live one. You've known this person before. It's a soulmate from a past lifetime. So yes, you've known this person before. Right now, I'm sure you're in separation. Okay? Open your heart. Right? This is the second time I've seen this card come up today. Open your heart is telling you, doing exactly that. If you want this situation to resolve itself, your heart must be open. Okay. Spying. So your person, your Divine Masculine, that could be a man or a woman, depending upon the energy. It's not about gender. I still keep track of you from afar. So your person's keeping an eye on you. They're not done with you yet. Hourglass. Even if we put all the pieces back together again, it could never be the same, right? So they're in their mind a little bit about, hey, we'd never have that connection again, but do you really want to? Because you're separated, right? You're separated because of trauma and whatever else that went on, bad behavior. You don't want it to be the same, and so hopefully they're coming to that realization as well. Ascend or attached. I don't want to be with you, but I can't let you go, right? So this person knows right now there's some toxicity between the two of you, but they still can't let you go. They're looking around, but they can't. They're also feeling unworthy. You're a better person than I am, right? That's the energy in this card, unworthiness. I wish I could right my wrongs. They know they had some toxic responses and toxic attachments, and so, but they know it now. They realize it. And they want to take it back. And broken. They feel shattered about this situation. So if this is your read, your person is in their head. They're coming to the realization that they caused a lot of their own pain, but you can't go back to the situation you had because it was a broken situation. It's a situation that requires some healing. So let's look at time frame. When is there going to be a milestone in this, whether that's a single contact or whether there's some movement? When will that happen, right? Time is fluid, so this is just a generality. At night, right? So for those of you that are seeing this at night, doesn't say what night, but during the evening is when you're going to get some sort of a movement on this. And that's your read, pile number 1. Okay, for those who've chosen pile number 2, okay, the quartz crystal ball. Let's look at the initial energy. Be optimistic. keep in mind that you create your own reality. You can't track love with a negative mindset, right? And this is very true from a spiritual perspective. We create everything around us, and the good stuff and the bad stuff. Sometimes it's a life lesson we've chosen to listen to or chosen to address and experience. We just have to endure through it, but we can choose to have a negative mindset around it, which is easy, or have a positive mindset, which is a lot harder. And everybody has those moments. Don't shame yourself for those moments, but you've got to get yourself back to positivity somehow, right? And it's hard. All right. So we're also getting love language is gift giving. So people in this connection, one of you is a gift giver, right? Tokens of love. That's the energy around that connection. Now, messages from your person. Deep knowing. I know deep down our connection is, and how much I feel for you, right? So they know that there's a deep soul connection there, and they know how much they feel. They're just not sure what to do with it yet. They're aware. They're hoping you reach out. I'm hoping you will reach out. I'm too afraid to take the first step, right? And a lot of people that this is what's going to happen is they're afraid. They're patiently waiting for you to take the first step because they know there's a lot of toxicity for why you guys separated. Use your own intuition, whether that's a step you need to take or whether that's a step they need to take. You'll feel it in yourself if they kind of show up where you're at. Don't ignore them. If you feel the energy correct, go over and say hi. Break the ice, break the cycle. Okay, apathetic. I'm grateful for the moments we shared, but I'm happy with how life turned out, right? So they're still connected, but they're trying to kind of, whitewash over and say, hey, I'm better off without you, when they really aren't. Okay, so they're also looking for reciprocity, right? They want you to be reciprocal to them. They want to have an equal give and take, and that goes back to that waiting for you to reach out. So if you see them meeting you halfway, meet them halfway. Secrets. I haven't told you everything. And a lot of time that secret is how they feel, right? They're afraid to reach out and tell you what they're feeling, or what they've been experiencing in the back end that's been holding them back. Neglected. I failed to give you what you need. And again, this is an awareness. It's an awareness that, hey, yeah, guess what? I didn't put in the effort that was required to keep this connection going. So for this, let's see what time frame we're looking at for this connection. And for this connection, the time frame is you're wasting your time. Right? So they're not giving you a very positive read on this because this person is still in their head. We may need to go back to that reading or come back to a reading in another week or two and see what happens, or just keep an eye on these pick-up piles and see if another one resonates better. Nobody likes to see this one, but sometimes Spirit will slap us in the face with this reading. So that's what I have for you today. If it resonated, great. If it doesn't, then it's just not your story, and that's okay. Generally, when these things do make it to your awareness, one of the two will be your story. Take what is yours, and the parts that isn't yours, leave it alone because it was probably meant for somebody else. I ask that you like, follow, share, and subscribe to my channel. Visit my other channels on YouTube. Information is in the description. And at the same time, if you do make it to a live, say hello in the comments and ask for a card. Have a great day. Cheers.